Dr. Joyce Lee, and it is my honor to be this year's distinguished faculty marshal. We welcome all students, all families, friends, faculty, and staff to our commencement. May I ask you to stand as I invite Ms. Stacy Harris to the podium. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Please be seated. So that you will have a lasting record of this memorable event, a professional photographer will take pictures of the graduating students as they cross the platform. Proofs will be supplied to you via mail and email with no obligation. This is a formal ceremony that celebrates your professional accomplishment. We ask that our graduates and guests respect these proceedings by acting with decorum and dignity that this event deserves. We ask that guests please remain seated for the entire ceremony. During the ceremony, you may take photographs from your seat or wait until afterward to take pictures here on the platform. At this time, we ask that you please turn off your cell phones. And now it is my privilege to introduce you to the platform party. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. We will applaud them all at the end of the introductions. Dr. Claire Cavallero, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Beverly Young, Assistant Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs for the California State University. Dr. Susan Cooper, Dean of the Irvine Campus. Dr. Karen Ivers, Associate Dean. Ms. Amy Nelson, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Louise Adler, Chair, Department of Educational Leadership. Dr. Eula Monzo, Chair, Department of Reading Education. Dr. Joanne Carter-Wells, Director of the Instruction, Design, and Technology Program. Dr. Mark Ellis, Chair, Department of Secondary Education. Dr. Melinda Pearson, Chair, Department of Special Education. Dr. Lisa Kurdman, Chair, Department of Elementary and Bilingual Education. We would further like to recognize some very special guests we have have with us today. Dr. Candy Ming Salas, CSUF Associate Vice President of Student Affairs. Dr. Sherry McMahon, Acting Dean of the College of Health and Human Development. Dr. Leah Jernigan, Dean of Students for CSUF and part-time faculty member of the College of Education. Dr. Nancy Fernandez, Director of Freshman Programs for CSUF. Mr. David Reed, College of Education Leadership Council, member and scholarship donor. Will you all please stand and be recognized? I now invite Dean Caballero to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Welcome, College of Education graduates of 2011, families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests. This is really a very special day, a special day in our year. We gather to honor the accomplishments of our Doctor of Education and Master's degree recipients, to recognize the completion of their program of study, and to celebrate their academic and professional achievements. Graduates, on behalf of the Platform Party and the College of Education, we offer you our most sincere congratulations. We're very proud of you. I'd like to thank and recognize our faculty, who've played significant roles in helping our graduates to achieve this milestone in their lives. On behalf of the Platform Party and the audience, we recognize the faculty who have instructed, guided, and mentored our candidates in helping them to achieve this milestone, this successful milestone. Will the faculty please stand and receive your well-deserved recognition? I know that all of our students know how outstanding our faculty are and how lucky we are to have them.
Again.
The Los Angeles Times columnist wrote a few years ago, "The graduation ceremony is a celebration of the democratic values that bring people to a public university and of the work and sacrifice that go into every diploma." Our graduates' accomplishments are even more remarkable when you consider that many of them are full-time teachers or administrators and often have family or other work obligations on top of their graduate studies. And I see some of them nodding. The families and friends who are here today, we know have contributed to the success of these graduates through their support, encouragement, patience, and understanding. So families and friends, we really salute all of you. We know that our graduates could not have done it without your support. Please stand and accept our thanks. Families and friends, please stand and accept our recognition and our And I know many of you, families and friends, I know you arrived early because I peeked in before and saw that our stands were already full. And I know that you wanted to get close, you wanted to get a good seat to see your loved ones being recognized. Perhaps as you waited, you had a chance to look around the gym, the Titan gym here, and see the impressive number of championship banners that Cal State Fullerton teams have won over the years. Go Titans. Now, when you look at the floor of the Titan gym, you'll see an impressive array of outstanding educational champions. These are the men and women who have worked extremely hard to earn a graduate degree in education. And of course, instead of athletic gear, they are in the academic regalia of the cap and gown. educators in what is often described as the most important profession, the one that makes all other professions possible, and that is, of course, education. Yes. Educators, I should say all of you, have a critical influence on the lives of children and young people. Everyone take a moment and reflect on the people who have the greatest influence in your own life. And most of you will identify at least one teacher or another educator. Many of our graduates today are teachers, and they change the lives of students every day. Some are administrators whose leadership is needed to create and sustain environments where students and teachers can thrive. Some of our graduates work in student services, providing support outside the classroom to assure that students can benefit from their educational experience. And yet others provide leadership in helping schools, districts, colleges, and even businesses to implement new ways of teaching and learning using technology. And there are many, many other ways that our graduates affect the lives of literally thousands of students every year. And there's more to this story. Educators impact not only individual lives, but the very future of our society and our economy. Our democracy has long relied on a system of public education to prepare citizens who are informed, literate, critical thinkers with a sense of shared responsibility for our common good. And our economy also has relied on our education system to prepare the scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs and others who can think outside the box and generate creative and innovative solutions to complex problems. Today, however, our public education system faces significant challenges. Most public schools, colleges, and universities, including this one, are being asked to do more with less. We're challenged to produce more and better scientists, engineers, researchers, innovators, teachers, the future professionals who will enable our country to remain competitive economically. We're challenged to engage a new generation of digital learners, using technology that's changing faster than most of us can understand. We're challenged to teach children to be creative. When the pressure of high-stakes testing makes it difficult or impossible for teachers to find time to include the arts in the curriculum. And perhaps most important, we are all challenged to close the achievement gap or the opportunity gap that exists between different groups of students from different backgrounds. Collectively, we need to make sure that every student has the same opportunity to succeed in education and therefore in life. These are all critical challenges, and our future depends on our ability to meet them successfully. As President John F. Kennedy wrote in 1963, learning and leadership are indispensable to each other. Now more than ever, we need outstanding leaders at every level of education, from early childhood through higher education. And our graduates of today, all of you, will be the leaders of tomorrow. A little earlier, we recognized the families whose support enabled our graduates to achieve the milestone we celebrate today. Families and friends, we know that as educational leaders, these graduates will continue to need a community that recognizes the importance of education and provides the resources needed to provide quality education for all students. These graduates have been fortunate to have your support. And I hope that in the future, you will continue to support them by speaking out on the important role that education plays in our communities and in our society. I hope that you will continue to be advocates for educators, for these graduates, and for our schools, colleges, and universities. Commencement is, of course, a time of new beginnings, a time to look forward to the future, to the opportunities and paths that are open upon completion of the degree. Graduates, you are the leaders of our future. Your advanced degree will be a mark of distinction, and you will serve as role models and mentors to less experienced educators. For many of you, your degree will bring advancement to new leadership positions, now or in the future. But for all of you, whatever path you take, completion of this degree means that you are well prepared to address the challenges of the 21st century. You're well prepared to have a significant impact on students now and in the future for generations to come. I offer you my most sincere congratulations. I know how hard you have worked to be here today, and I wish you all of the success that you so richly deserve as you continue on your educational and professional journey. I would now like to call Dr. Teresa Crawford to the podium. Dr. Crawford was our distinguished faculty marshal at our 2010 commencement. She will now recognize her successor for 2011.
Every year at commencement, the faculty procession is led by a distinguished faculty member. This individual is selected by his or her peers on the basis of excellence and vitality in teaching, scholarly work, and service. The distinguished faculty marshal carries the college mace, which symbolizes the authority of the faculty in academic matters and the practice of shared governance within the university. It's a permanent part of the annual commencement ceremony for the College of Education. We would like to thank Dr. Linda Randall, professor in the Department of Secondary Education, who designed and handcrafted the beautiful mace. At this year's College of Education commencement, we are proud to recognize Dr. Joyce Lee as our distinguished faculty marshal. I would like to share with you some of Dr. Lee's accomplishments over her many years here at Cal State Fullerton. Dr. Lee is known for the academic rigor of her courses. Students find her knowledgeable, inspiring, supportive, and accessible to their learning needs. She has successfully developed courses for the Master's of Science in Educational Administration, the Education Doctorate, and the Master's of Science in Instructional Design and Technology. Dr. Lee has special research expertise in constructivism, online communities of learning, adult cognition, and development. Her ongoing research has resulted in numerous scholarly and pragmatic research presentations at key local and national conferences, as well as a co-authored book chapters, and published articles in prestigious journals. Dr. Lee's colleagues find her to be thoughtful, humble, and proactive. She listens, guides, informs, and is able to work successfully with educational partners at all levels. Finally, she is an exceptional professional and model of collegiality as she serves the mission of the university in her work in multifaceted settings, learning modalities, and innovative program designs. We recognize Dr. Lee for her many and outstanding accomplishments as the College of Education Distinguished Faculty of 2011. Dr. Lee, please come
I am very humbled to receive the 2011 College of Education Distinguished Faculty Marshal Award. I am immensely thankful for the friendship and encouragement of my peers who have helped me grow professionally since I arrived here in 2000 and joined the faculty. I am also very grateful to Dr. Dean Claire Caballero for her support. I am very proud to be a faculty member in the College of Education. For over a decade, I have watched established programs expand, and I have seen exciting new programs emerge. I am impressed by the efforts of my colleagues who are strongly committed to meeting the needs of our educational community in all of its cultural, linguistic, socioeconomic, and ethnic diversity. it's a pleasure to work with highly accomplished faculty, each of whom demonstrates extraordinary expertise in their respective fields. What has been most important to me in my long career as an educator, as a classroom teacher, as a staff developer, as a school administrator, and now as a university professor, is to do everything I can do to improve the educational system. The supportive environment here at Cal State Fullerton has moved me into many new and exciting directions. I was privileged to be a founding faculty member of the MSIDT, the Instructional Design and Technology Program, the first online master's degree at Cal State Fullerton in 2002. I was also fortunate to teach in the joint doctoral program with our University of California partners. I am honored to continue building a doctoral culture within the Educational Leadership Doctoral Program, which was launched in 2007. Teaching doctoral courses in qualitative research, curriculum leadership, facilitating research support seminars, and serving as a dissertation chair is very gratifying work. It is extremely rewarding and energizing to work with our outstanding master's and doctoral students, whether in the classroom or online, and to know that our programs are producing effective teachers and leaders who are making significant contributions to their educational communities. Graduates, I congratulate you today on your outstanding accomplishments. This is your day to celebrate. Best of luck to you all as you continue the next steps in your professional journey. Thank you again for this wonderful recognition.
So now we turn to the people, I was going to say the really important people, everyone here is important, to the people whom we are honoring today, and that is our students. And first we're going to recognize our Carr Fellow recipients for 2011. So will the Carr Fellows please come forward? This award is named for Professor Emeritus Edwin Carr, who was appointed Professor of Education and Economics in 1960. In his active career, Edwin Carr exemplified scholarship and service to his department, school, and to the university. He was an honored member of his profession. This award was established in his name and honors selected students who are graduating with a master's degree. And the faculty each year select one student per department. These individuals are chosen for their accomplishments to date and for their potential to make outstanding contributions to the profession in the future. We're pleased to recognize 5 Carr Fellows for 2011. And our first Edwin Carr Fellow this year is Patricia Himes. From the Department of Educational Leadership. Patricia serves as a program coordinator in the Cal State Fullerton Career Center. She was elected as president of our Higher Education Leadership Organization. She's committed to her work at Cal State Fullerton by teaching freshman program classes, being involved in a Student Leadership Institute, working with African American women on domestic violence awareness, as well as gaining experience in the Choices 2000 program supporting underrepresented students. Her goal is to become a dean of students at a university. We're sure she'll make it. Her potential to serve effectively in this role and beyond is without limits. Congratulations, Ms. Himes. Valerie Valencia. Carr Fellow from the Department of Elementary and Bilingual Education. Valerie has taught in the Anaheim City School District for the past 6 years. She served on her school's leadership team, coordinated the outdoor science education program, advised mentorship programs, and served on numerous committees at the district level. In 2008, Valerie was named Teacher of the Year in recognition of her exemplary teaching and leadership. Valerie's leadership in the community and at Cal State Fullerton is exemplified by her role as president of the Los Maestros Alumni Chapter. She also works towards increasing the availability of scholarships and other opportunities for diverse children in Orange County. Our congratulations, Ms. Valencia. From the Department of Reading Education. Heather taught for 2 years as a Teach for America Corps member and received the New Teacher of the Year Award. She then went to work for Aspire Public Schools, a charter management organization focused on college readiness. Under her leadership, the number of students reading at grade level increased from 30% to 70% in 1 year. She was recently awarded the Outstanding Contributions to Literacy Award from the American Literacy Corporation. Heather also coaches 6 teachers through the Beginning Teacher Support and Assessment, or BITSA program, and coordinates professional development for new Teach for America teachers. Our congratulations, Ms. Brandon. Marissa Hataitan from the Department of Special Education. Marissa has mentored fellow teachers and supported underprivileged, at-risk youth who are transitioning from a non-public school site to a public school site. And that's a challenging job to have. She co-developed an innovative program that motivated students not to drop out of school. While employed at Monrovia High School, Marissa served as an education specialist resource teacher where she worked closely with general education teachers. She was the mentor for colleagues in adaptations and accommodations for students with disabilities in the area of math. Marissa's expertise in designing differentiated curriculum is highly sought by the other educators whom she knows. Congratulations, Ms. Hataitan. Our final CAR Fellow is William Nang of the Department of Secondary Education. Unfortunately, he was not able to be with us today, but we do congratulate him on his accomplishments and contributions to the field of education. We are very pleased to recognize our 2011 CAR Fellow recipients. There is no doubt that they will continue to make significant contributions to the education profession. Congratulations to each one of you. I now invite our student speaker to the podium, Mr. Gary Gordon. Gary has received a Master of Science in Education degree with a concentration in higher education, and he will offer his thoughts and reflections on the theme, Change Your Life, Change Our World.
Thank you. First, I just want to thank you all for having me. This is such a privilege, and I'm really, really excited to be done, first of all, and I'm really excited to be here as well. challenges and all its successes, we are all products of our environment. How many of us were lucky enough to come from homes with parents who honored education and always taught us to try our hardest no matter what? How many of us had perfect teachers who were dedicated to the success of our learning and provided the appropriate amount of challenge and provided the appropriate amount of one-on-one time that we needed? How many of us knew from day one that we're actually going to go to college and actually graduate? Now, how many of us rose above the challenges of our environment? How many of us came from broken or difficult homes where it was impossible for teachers to pay attention to everyone? And environments where we never heard college mentioned, where we knew that college was unfathomable. If you're like me, the latter applies. And it all has to do with change. Change. As with many words, there are several meanings of change, but the definition that stands out the most for me is to become a different substance entirely, to transform. Whether we had an ideal educational experience or encountered some roadblocks along the way, we are all sitting here together, preparing to enter the world, to change it into an entirely different substance, to transform it. It is amazing because each of us has chosen to major in different areas of study, but they are all about education. Although we may never work together in the same office or the same organization, we all have obtained a certain set of skills and ideals that Cal State Fullerton has instilled in us. Every department within the College of Education focuses on developing and preparing students to be leaders, change agents, and lifelong learners. All of these characteristics are important in our mission to change the world. I know I often appear optimistic, living in a dream world, but I'm just a bit excited because I've seemed to figure out the secret to world transformation. This may come as a shock, but the secret is actually us. Cal State Fullerton has provided us the key to change. Now all we have to do is take it and open the door to the world. Open the door and become that teacher that you didn't have. Open the door and become that light that illuminates the darkness of someone's dreams. Become that individual who helped you out when you needed assistance. Become that role model that you were lucky enough to have. But most of all, become a living testament to change. Let's work together to change ourselves and change the world. Thank you and congratulations.
I think it is our students who inspire us. That was terrific. Megan Marie Sandman. Linda Kim. Natalia Martinez. Natalie Nicole. Allison Garza. Catherine Sutton. Fatima Gonzalez. Mabel Lynn.
We will now recognize the students
May Blanco Cruz. Lisa Pham. Suzanne Logan. Lisa Gabauer. Patricia Farr. Corinne McKinley. Paranita Shakardale. Eugenie Young.
You gotta do it hard because I am filming.
Sangeetha Carmona.
I use my big mouth.
Jennifer Kellogg. Cherie Martinez. Bill Bennett. Charles Hershelroth. Congratulations to our graduates.